All right, welcome back, everyone. This is Blue Corner MMA, and yesterday we had some exciting announcements made in the UFC for a couple of divisions, and I want to get into those now. But before we do, make sure if you like this content to treat that like button like Tony Ferguson, treat the steel pole with his leg and absolutely destroy it. Now, let's get into some of these announcements, starting off with the lightweight division. We can finally say that the lightweight division can now move on. Khabib is officially retired. Dana White has finally, after multiple dinners, said that he is done. End of an era, 29-0. So we can finally move on. And now, on May 15th, UFC 262, it will be Michael Chandler versus Charles Oliveira. Now, this comes to a shock to me. I don't know how you feel about it, but I remember we were talking about, and I just made a video about it just a couple days ago, of how there were talks about Chandler versus Gaethje for that title on UFC 262, but that has been removed from consideration. It has been official that now Charlie Olives will fight Michael Chandler for that lightweight strap. So I would imagine that Dustin Poirier and Conor McGregor 3 will be to decide who challenges the winner of Chandler versus Oliveira. So, exciting news. I must apologize to Charles Oliveira because I kind of gave him a little bit of flack for not handling things a little differently. I felt like he was being quiet when he should have been talking after the Tony Ferguson win, and then at the wrong time he was saying some of the wrong things, in my opinion, but my opinion is my opinion. Clearly I was wrong because, hey, he's the one fighting for the title now. So, Charles Oliveira, congratulations. You got it done. Can't wait to see that bout. I think it's very interesting. I'll give my predictions on what I think will happen maybe a little bit closer to that fight. But now that we've covered the lightweight division, now let's move on to the bantamweight division where we have some more exciting news. Starting with TJ Dillashaw finally making his return to the bantamweight division against Corey Sandhagen in a 5-round main event fight on May 8th. Now, this will be the first contest since TJ Dillashaw's last fight, of which he lost in a TKO defeat at 125 to Henry Cejudo. And as many of you may know, he was also suspended for PEDs, performance-enhancing drugs, and he has been suspended for the past 2 years. Corey Sandhagen is coming up off a first-round knockout against Frankie Edgar with that flying knee. Next up, we have another 5-round bantamweight main event fight between Cody Garbrandt and Rob Font on May 22nd. Cody Garbrandt is coming off a second-round knockout win against Rafael Assunção, and Rob Font is coming off a first-round knockout win against Marlon Moraes. Alright guys, so I think it goes without saying that we have a very, very exciting round of fights coming up in May, and I must say that the UFC has been putting on some amazing, amazing cards. 2021 has been one of the best fight years in recent memory, probably ever. Going back all the way to January with the Max Holloway, Calvin Kattar fights, and then you've got just everything that's been happening in March, and we're still not done yet. We still have Stipe versus Ngannou coming up. Tomorrow we have Kevin Holland versus Derek Brunson in the Fight Night card. It's going to be amazing. I look forward to May, but we still have more fights to go, and we still have some great fights coming up in April. So the UFC has been keeping busy, and they have been keeping the fans entertained. I can at least speak for myself, being a hardcore fan, and I would imagine many of you would agree with me. So please, in the comments below, let me know what you think about the upcoming fights. Who do you have winning those fights, and which ones are you most excited to see? Until next time, peace.